All right, this is a huge week for those wild card rounds in the AFC. We know that Kansas City's won the West. We know Buffalo has won the East, but we have a couple other ones on here that we need to talk about. It seems like the Steelers are still fighting for the AFC North title as the Browns are only one game away. And yes, I think they own the tiebreaker. But then there's other teams out there that are still fighting for a division like the Titans and the Colts. They are at a deadlock right now, I believe, trying to win that division. The Titans own the tiebreaker, so one of those two teams possibly will get a wild card berth. You also have the Browns that will have a wild card berth for the first time in a long time. Unless they win the division, then they'll have a regular seed with a division title, and the Steelers would be a wild card. And then lastly, with the addition of an extra playoff spot, you have a lot of teams still in contention. New England was eliminated last week, so that leaves, with some hope, the Raiders, the Ravens, the Dolphins. But like I said, there's a potential four-team swing where anything can happen between the Steelers, Browns, Titans, and Colts. So will the Dolphins, or more realistically, will the Dolphins and the Ravens, which one of those two teams are going to get that last wildcard spot? Because it kind of looks bleak for the Las Vegas Raiders. You can almost eliminate them. To be honest, I have more faith in the Miami Dolphins, believe it or not, than the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson looks like he's catching fire. However, he hasn't looked at that MVP level that we saw him last season. I had him in fantasy. Very mediocre. But like I talked about in another video with the New Orleans Saints, the Baltimore Ravens might be getting hot at the right time, which is when you want to get hot is late December going all the way through January, so you can finally play one last game in February. So, however, what I do see from Miami is a full all-around team. You have a nice system on the offense where Tua Tagovailoa can continue to play the way he's been playing, mistake-free. They've got pretty good core of running backs to protect him so they can run the ball a little bit. Good offensive line covering him. You also have an amazing defense. Brian Flores has done a great job taking whatever he learned in New England, bringing it down to Miami. The Dolphins, I think, should be favored to win that last playoff spot. You also have, like I said, more realistically, the Browns and the Colts fighting for those two playoff spots. They have a really high chance of getting in. They're pretty much guaranteed. So what they're fighting for is the division still. If the Titans lose one, all the Colts have to do is win out. If the Steelers lose another one, the Browns are going to have to win out as well. So a lot of things happening at the bottom standings of the AFC this week in the NFL. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll go over what happened after this week. I'm very excited to see the Browns, though, possibly win the division title.